What's going on, guys? So today we're going to do another subscriber request. We had a couple of you guys ask for this type of deck, so this is a multiple subscriber request, and it's going to be an occult theme deck. So let's take a look at what I've put together. This is going to be for a leagues type deck, not a casual. So this is the deck. So we'll take a run through some of the cards I've included here, and you guys can see what I did. So first up, we got the Flying Dutch, which you guys know is a fantastic card. So basically, if you're losing the round, your cards in hand gain plus 48 this turn, and that's the only part we care about. Next up, we have the Devil. So this card locks permanently. 4 random cards in your hand cost -2 permanently, and 4 random cards in your hand gain plus 20 permanently. So we've gone with somewhat of a lock deck theme, and that is because of this new card here that just released, Sirius, which says when drawn, this card locks for 12 turns, and your occult cards, wherever they are, gain plus 18 power permanently. So obviously we want to be able to get this card unlocked so we can take advantage of it at least twice, right? So we can buff our occult cards, make them a lot stronger. So that's why we've included, like I said, the Devil's another lock card. We've included Hanging Gardens as well. When drawn, your cards in hand gain plus 35 permanently, and this card locks permanently. So we've got several cards that are going to get locked out, and then we're going to use Zhang Di Emperor to unlock them. So when returned, your cards in hand lock this round and gain plus 25 until played. So essentially going to overlock our hand by locking 4 cards, and then, it's going to unlock the rest of the cards in hand. So what else do we have in this deck? We've included Crystal Ball as one of the occult cards. It says when returned, your tarot cards, wherever they are, gain plus 22 power and cost plus 1 energy until played. So obviously I needed to include tarot cards. So the main card here is the Hierophant. When played, if your deck has exactly 3 tarot cards, give them, wherever they are, plus 32 permanently. So we've included exactly 3 tarot cards. So we've got, obviously, itself. The Devil is a tarot card. And we've also included as our third the Ace of Cups. When played, your cards adjacent to this gain plus 20 permanently, and your cards adjacent to this cost plus 1 permanently. So a nice little buff it's going to give everything. What else? So back on the occult theme, we have the Voodoo Doll. Probably make this the showcase picture for the video. At the start of every turn, if your deck has 4 or more occult cards, your opponent's cards in hand lose 7 power this turn. So going to just hold that card, let it grow as the game goes on for a nice late game finishing card, as it just dings our opponent's cards every turn. So that's kind of the purpose of that. I've seen this card get almost to 300 power on its own, just from all the little buffs it's getting as you're just leaving it sit in your hand, which is nice. Another card we have is Enchantment. When played, if your deck has 8 or more of the occult cards, 2 random cards in your hand gain plus 35 until played, and 2 random cards in your opponent's hand lose 35 until played. So nice buff/debuff on our opponent there. Next up, we have the Fox Sisters. When played, if you have 2 or more hoaxes and con cards this game, your occult cards, wherever they are, gain plus 23 until played. So we do have a couple hoaxes and cons. Obviously, the Fox Sisters itself. We have Charles Ponzi as a hoax. When drawn, your cards in hand gain plus 50 this turn. And then at the start of every turn, your cards lose 10 until played. And then finally, our last con and hoax is Iron Maiden. So at the start of every turn, an opponent's random card in hand loses 25 this round, and a random card in your hand gains plus 15 this round. And then obviously when we play it, if it's after round 1, we're going to get energy based on how many rounds are complete, which is nice. What else? I think we talked about all those up top. So the last is just these miscellaneous occult cards that are going to be taking the advantage from a lot of these buffs we showed. First up we have is Ouroboros. At the start of every turn, this card gains 15 until played, and then when it's played, it loses 30 power, and then when returned, it gains 30 power until played. So it's going to get quite big if we just hold on to it. We have Baphomet, which says when played, the cards adjacent and opposite to this card gain plus 25 power this turn. And then when returned, all cards, wherever they are, cost -1 this round, which is nice. We have Grimoire. When drawn, your occult cards, wherever they are, gain plus 25 for 3 turns. So another nice little buffer. We've included electronic voice phenomena. When played, if your deck contains no science cards, which obviously it does not, your occult cards, wherever they are, gain plus 18 until played. Another nice buff on our occult cards. So you're going to see these occult cards swinging quite big. And our final card is Pentagram. When drawn, your cards in hand gain plus 5 until played, and your opponent's card lose 5. So just a nice little, again, slight buff/debuff on our opponent. So that's the deck. It's been playing fairly decent. I'm sure there's a lot of these decks floating around right now, very similar to this. Since the release of Sirius, kind of almost forced an archetype like this with this locked occult theme. So probably just, I'm sure you guys have probably seen something similar, but this is my take on it. So let's jump in leagues and you guys can check her out. So as always, if you guys enjoy the content, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button down in the bottom right corner. Trying to get up to 1,000 subs if I can. Try to get as many as we can and start growing this channel. But all right, here we go. So we have 2 locked cards now. Obviously, Sirius locked itself for 12 turns, and the Devil's permanently locked. So we are going to be waiting around, hoping to draw Zhangdi Emperor here soon. So we can unlock those cards and start taking full advantage of these buffs that these cards are giving everything. Looks like we're up against a Roman Empire type build. So I'm curious to see how this plays out, because I don't think I've gone up against one of those with this deck yet. So this could be interesting. Here you saw our Ace of Cups get the buff, and then the Crystal Ball buffing the Tarot. There's our Zhangdi Emperor, perfect timing, and we're actually ahead right now, which is nice. So it doesn't hurt us as badly if we want to just go ahead and play this card by itself right now. I know our opponent is playing 3 cards, so I'm just hoping I don't jump in front of a Shinigami here. Let's see. All right, so now we're going to be playing a little catch-up on this round because we took that turn to just play 1 card. So probably not going to win this round, which is fine, but I'm setting up for more of a late game here, so trying to get all these buffs online. Opponent waiting to see what we do, it looks like. I have to imagine he's going to play a card, right? I was going to say that'd be kind of silly if he didn't. But yeah, our opponent's going to win this round. Like you said, that's fine. We kind of knew we were throwing that round when we played 1 card, so not the end of the world. This deck is building up for the late game. All right, go ahead and do it like that. So we gave him 1. I don't think we're going to try to give him any more rounds, so that's going to be the only one we give him for free. Not in the business of losing, guys. We don't like to lose. But yeah, definitely a nice Roman Empire build he's got going on. We need to probably hold on to Fox Sisters because I don't know if we played more than 2 hoax cards yet, so we can do that now, though, to make sure. Let's go ahead and do it like that, so we can next play Fox Sisters. There's our Voodoo, and Hanging Gardens is going to lock out. So, be looking for that Zhang Di here again shortly. We're going to go ahead and play this. It's either that or we could play Flying Dutch, just get it out of our hand. It's not going to get the buff, though. Yeah, I think that's fine. I don't think we're going to need it. At least not yet. Let's move it to the front of the line, though. Opponent just decimated our Hanging Gardens. Alright, there's round 2 in the bag. Jumping into round 3. I think the 5th round is going to be the one we're going to be struggling with because of these Roman Empire cards he's playing. So we really want to win before we get to round 5, I think. Because that will be potentially a struggle there. But right now we're not having any trouble keeping the lead here. Ace of Cups getting that buff off. Looks like Testudo triggered over there. Plus 48 on everything. This opponent's going to be hitting pretty hard again. I'm wondering if I do play Zhang Di by himself, if I'm going to be throwing this. But I really need to get these cards unlocked. So I think I'm going to have to, actually. Which is probably not the greatest, but yeah, I'm going to be hurting now on the back end. Really didn't want to have to do that, but didn't have a lot of options with 3 of my cards locked. I wonder if I can still win this, though. We could opt to play Voodoo Doll now as a big hitter. Try to get back in this. See what he does here. All right, he's playing 3 cards. I wonder if Voodoo Doll would get it. Decisions. Let's see what kind of power this gets us. 557. No, I don't think it's going to get it there. Let's just do it like this. So we are going to have to play that round 5, unfortunately. Opponent's deck's starting to amp up now. You can see it's getting that 400 power pretty consistently. So we need to try to stave off the opponent here. I'm hoping round 5 we don't draw all our lock cards. That's kind of why I held serious right there. I didn't want to lock my whole hand out again where I can't really play anything. I don't want to get in that bind where I'm forced to play Zhang Di by itself again. And you can see, like I was talking earlier about Voodoo Doll, how big it's getting for the late game. I'm still nervous about that round 5 just because our opponent's going to get that free power off of it. So I'm hoping we have a chance here. You can see how many Roman Empire cards he's got. Not even worried about holding them into the next round. All right, here we go. We're going to go into the last round. Hopefully we can pull this thing through, but I think it's going to be tough now with the arena. Everything plus 50 on him there. Kind of sucks. Like, I really want to throw this first turn just for Dutch, but then again, it's like, do I do that? Probably not. Opponent putting up some power, almost 500. We still got a little bit of a lead here. I'm nervous about drawing all these lock cards, though. Don't want that to ruin the game for me. Just want to make sure I can at least still play 3 cards. Okay, so we are going to be able to play 3 cards, which is nice. Ooh, opponent putting down some big power that turn. I didn't expect that one. Would have been nice to have the Flying Dutch in my hand right about now. You can see this is why I held Sirius a little longer, just so I made sure I had 3 cards I'd be able to play. Granted, they're not the best, but I think our opponent's probably got this one. Just the arena buff alone kind of secured it for him. Yeah. Just all these plus 50s he's getting. It's like he's playing a Flying Dutch for free every round. But overall, pretty good game. I think I screwed up giving him round 1 probably, because I think if I'd have noticed the arena was round 5 there for him, I probably wouldn't have done that. But we'll try one more. See if we can get a win out with this Occult deck. Fun little deck. Definitely, you saw it putting down some pretty big power, but just got unlucky there. I think that round 5, again, because of the arena for our opponent. He was definitely able to just outpower with all those Roman Empire cards. Now let's see what this next game brings here. Looks like we're up against a Festive Traditions deck. So he's going to basically be winning round 4 if he makes it that far. So maybe we just try to skunk him, right? Don't let him make it there. Looks like he's rocking that new card, Basilisk. That's why he only played 2 cards. Gonna go ahead and hang on to Zheng Di. Want to lock out the Devil and the Hanging Gardens before I play it. Should be coming up here shortly. All right, looks like we got round 1. Wondering if this is enough to lose this turn, and then we have the Flying Dutch for next turn. Well, maybe not. Okay, yep, there we go. So, Flying Dutch should be active now. There's our Devil. So maybe we play Zheng Di now, even though we're going to draw Hanging Gardens after the fact. I'm just hoping it's not the next card we draw, because then I'm going to be locked out. This is awkward. Oh no, I'll be unlocked. Never mind. Yeah, that should be all right. Let's do it that way. See if we can make a nice comeback swing here. Not too far behind. And there's our voodoo doll. So we might be able to get this. Let's see here. Let's play these 2 and Flying Dutch. See if we can make this comeback. There it is. All right, looking good so far. There's our Hanging Gardens we were looking for earlier. Deck doesn't seem to have too much trouble with energy, I noticed. I've pretty much been able to play 3 cards anytime I want to, so that's always good. I hate when I'm playing a deck and I feel like I'm just consistently struggling on energy. So this one seems to be set up nicely for at least this league event. All right, gonna lose 50 next turn. All right, this could be the last turn of the game here. Seem to be just kind of blowing our opponent out of the water here. And as I just talked about, no mana issues, this is going to be the turn that now I do not have enough energy to do what I want. So we're just going to go for the max here. See if it's going to be enough. Ooh, nope. I think that just did us in. If not for that Hans hit, I think we would have been fine. Yeah, we would have won by 6. Unfortunate, now we're going to have to play in the Festive Traditions Arena, so opponent's going to probably smoke us out on that one. But we'll give it our best. Pretty funny after I just said I had no energy problems that now I'm having energy problems. It's always how it works. Yeah, definitely probably just going to try to concede this round for sure. We're going to have to go to round 5, so I'm not going to do anything too crazy. I'm going to probably try to get Zhang Di triggering. Let's play Iron Maiden so we can get this energy going. Let's see. So, what do I want to do here? Let's play this card. I need to draw into those lock cards so I can play this Zhang Di. I think they're the next 2 cards coming, if I'm not mistaken. So, perfect time to just play Zhang Di, lose the round, and then we're going to go into this last round really strong, set up to win. So, that's the plan. There they are right there. So, I thought that was them coming up. You pretend like I'm trying here. And here we go. Opponent whooped our butt. We knew that was coming, though, in that arena, so not a shock. When you get a plus 100 on every card for free, pretty easy to win that. This one, on the other hand, I think he's going to be struggling. All right, off to a good start. Up 500, or up 200. Nice 600 power turn here. So yeah, I don't think our opponent's going to be able to win this. Like I said, I pretty much tried to set up for this last round here. Just go with our max. That should do it. Let's see if Hans can do anything too crazy here. Yeah, I think that's going to do it. He didn't even beat my 427. All right, guys, that's the deck. You can see it can definitely put out some big power. Definitely a fun one to pilot, too, with all the locking mechanics. You're going to have to plan around that and really think about your turns ahead of time, like you saw me do a couple times where I had to hold serious in the first game to make sure on the last turn I didn't, draw all my locked cards and not be able to play 3 cards down. So that's kind of something you have to consider. And then getting your locked cards together as well to unlock them all with Zhang Di. That's another interesting, you have to try to work around and, give up a specific round to potentially have a big round in the future. So there's a lot of things to really think about when you're playing this deck, and it makes for some interesting games, to be honest. So, but all right, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the video in the deck. Again, shoot me some comments, subscribe, a like, and let me know what you guys thought. And appreciate you watching.